How's it going, guys? Here, my name is xBuzzerman, and today I got for you a Minecraft video. I figured since we have some more land available on this world, might as well create a new house. So what we're going to do is we're going to be creating this house right here. Yes, this beautiful house right here, inspired by Jar9. You can go ahead and check out his Planet Minecraft down below. And he created an awesome contemporary, traditional, whatever you want to call it, a traditional modern house. So we're going to go ahead and just take a look at it, and this is going to be the final product. I'm going to try as hard as I can at least to make this my final product. And what we're going to do is we're going to basically be cutting it up into segments. So it's going to be having about 5 parts, I'd say. Maybe a little more, a little less. And hopefully it's not going to go into like 25 parts like the last modern house we did. But this one's going to be a lot more professionally done. I'm going to have a lot better editing, and overall just going to be an easier process for you guys to understand. So as you can see, here it is right here. This is it. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so the first thing you're going to do is need to find yourself a big plot of land. And that is just going to constitute an area in which we can create a base. So our base is going to start off something like this. We're just going to literally start off by going 20 down with some smooth sandstone. So don't get that wrong. Don't get it mixed up with chiseled sandstone. Whoa. Use smooth sandstone. Let's go ahead and get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We're going to go ahead and double check that to make sure we have it all right. 20. So you're going to start off just like that. Now what we're going to do, counting this one, we're going to go 8 down. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After that, we're going to count this one and go 22 this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. Should look something like that right now. Let's go now. We're just going to basically include this block into every single one we're doing. We're going to go and do 5 this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Followed by another 21 this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21. I'm going to go ahead and double check that real quick. I'll be right back just so I can make sure I got this one right. So the point of me double checking is to make sure the dimensions are right. It is very important to get your dimensions right, because that house over there, although it looks beautiful, it didn't have the dimensions 100% right. So there were a few things that were off on the base. Let's go ahead and make sure that you have every one of these dimensions right. Let's go ahead now and do 10 down this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And finishing it off, we're going to go 12 this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think I said 10, but I meant 12. So overall, that should be the general shape of what you're trying to do. Let's go ahead now and build up on it, and we're going to tell you what you need to do next. So moving on, we're going to be going up now. We're going to be going up, and we're going to do a general area. Now some will fluctuate more than others, but generally this is how you're going to want to do it. We're going to start off by doing this, using a different type of sandstone. This one's going to be your chiseled sandstone. It's going to look like that. You can see the two differences. You're going to want to go a total of 6 up. But what I recommend not doing is doing this first one right here. Do this second one, because we're going to eventually be deleting that. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this is going to go all the way down just like this. And if you don't want to, if you're like playing on survival or something, don't do the corners. So you can delete all of these corners, and eventually they will be turned into something else. I'm not going to delete that one because I feel like I'll fall short. So I'm just going to go ahead now and kind of trace the outline of this going down. A good method to use sometimes whenever you're trying to, align things up, is just to build straight down and figure it out. So that's what I did right there. I'm going to go ahead and delete that one right there. If you're playing creative, you probably can just use this method where I delete everything. I'm going to go ahead. It makes it a lot easier, a lot faster to delete blocks, like carving in by deleting them. You'll understand what I'm trying to say in a bit. So it should look something like this. As you can see right here, this is basically what the build looks like. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete these corners eventually, but overall what we're going to eventually need to get is go ahead and get it, and this is what we're working on next. Not panes, I get these two mixed up. Slabs. Get some slabs, get some sandstone slabs and put them in your inventory. We're going to move on to the next part. So we're going to go ahead now and kind of do our whole objective. You're going to want, why I said you're going to want to actually start right there instead of the first one, is you're just going to want to be using these panes or slabs, and you're going to want to go up in increments of every other increment. So go ahead and try that out. That's actually every 2 increments. I'm screwing that up. There we go. And there's your every other increments right there. It's going to eventually lead to something where it's like 1 over like that. You can go ahead and do so, or you can just keep it down below. Another thing you'll want to do is delete this area right here and replace it with the actual smooth sandstone. So as you can see, it's going to look like this. Now what we're going to do over here is we're going to replace these 2 areas and actually build down like so, or build up. You can build up with these as well to something that looks like this. Now you're going to actually place your sandstone slabs accordingly. So it's going to be increments of every other one. It's going to look something like that. Even with these corners right here, you're going to want to do it. Go ahead and build up with the smooth sandstone. But with these inner corners, they're going to look a little bit different. What you're going to want to do is, instead of actually coming in like this, just basically start it on the grass right here instead of starting it anywhere else. Just go ahead, do it like so. It's really simple once you actually get the hang of it. It's actually going to look like something like that. Let's go ahead and get this corner now. Real simple. Just go ahead, delete the corner, and build up with your smooth sandstone. Now let's place these sandstone slabs. And there you have it. Building up from these 2, I tend to find these easier because they already have your sandstone slabs already, or you know, so many sandstones there are. I mean, every other word is sandstone, so I cannot really talk right now. Once again, building up with this one over here, coming in hot, and placing the slab down below. Oh, right there. There we have it. Let's build up with this one now as well. If you guys don't want me talking in this part because it's really just the repetitive part, you can go ahead and put in the comment section down below. I'd like to hear your opinions so I can even make this series even better. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and finish off the perimeter area. So what we're going to do is we're going to start from the far left side in which we started the actual build, and we're going to go 34 down. So it's quite a ways away, but overall it should be pretty fast. So it's right here. It starts off with this one right here. So that's 1, 2, and let's go all the way down to 34. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I advise you to go ahead and double check that number just to make sure that you have exactly 34 blocks going down. So I'm actually going to triple check because I got 2 different numbers. So I believe I have the right number now. I actually had to take one off because I had 35 instead of 34. So if I get anything wrong, I'll redo it. Just know that this is 34. Now we're going to go ahead and go over 20 down this way, including the block. Yep, that is definitely right. I have my little note card right here that shows everything I need to know. So here we go. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That should be right. I don't think I'm way off with that. We're going to go now and go with 8 down. I believe it's 8 down. Yep, should be 8 down. this way right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Finish that off with another 22 down this way, including this block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 21, 22. It looks like we might be evenly aligned. I think we have this going good so far. Now we're going to go 5 back this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really easy. Don't need to double check that one, or we might have to. Another big stretch here. We have 21 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. It looks like everything's aligned, guys, so I have a pretty good feeling we have all these dimensions right. I'm actually going to take a quick turn for the difference right here, and we're going to cut that one off and go over here and do 20 down this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's just going to help a little bit out, and yeah, it's a lot easier. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to bring these two up and together, and we have it all good to go. I believe I messed up some sort of dimension, but overall I think it looks as if we have everything good to go. Let's go ahead now and do the same thing. So we're just going to now from here put it just like this. So you're going to have your little chiseled or your smooth sandstone all the way down, and we're going to create an outline. Now the outline isn't that bad. I believe it should be pretty easy to actually outline. We're going to go and create all these little corner areas over here. This is quite the build over here. So overall, I think we're actually getting some progress done in this this tutorial, this little part to our tutorial. We're going to actually probably fill in most of this front area with like some windows and stuff, and then we will pretty much call it an episode, and overall it's going to be very successful. We're going to make the first one kind of shorter so you guys can kind of learn the basics of this building, and as you can see right now, it's not that bad. It's pretty easy building, and you can do it very efficiently if you do it right. Let's go ahead now and go over and start with our little corner process. Let's start off with our smooth sandstone, make that go all the way up. Now this house, a lot of people are going to be like, this is not Jar9's house. Well, yeah, it's not. It has some xBuzzerman features to it to make it a little simpler and easier to make. But overall, it looks a lot like it. I just wanted to give the inspiration to the right guy. Jar9's an amazing, amazing builder. That's just his username. I don't know his actual name. And I've used tons of his builds before. Actually, probably majority of my Minecraft tutorials have been through the blessings of Jar9. So by finishing this part up, we're just going and doing this the tedious work. A lot of tutorials will be tedious. I don't really want to skip through much because or speed up things, because I feel like a lot of people don't like that. So I will make some jump cuts here and there, but overall they're not going to really affect much because we're not actually cutting out much of the segment. We're just, sometimes I'll missay something and I want it to be a little more professionally designed, but overall you're getting the same experience, and we're jumping here to there. It allows me to pause to gather my thoughts, and I hope you guys enjoy this type of way. I'm not doing one whole episode for just doing one task. I'm cutting here and there, and I just think it's a little more professional than what I have been doing, because what I have been doing sucks. So we have everything right here. As you can see, this is the build. This is the structure of the house. This is going to be the overall dimensions and the perimeter. So we have the perimeter done with. Let's go ahead now, and I'll tell you guys what we're going to do next. What we're going to do right here is we're going to now go ahead and add one more layer. Now it's real simple. we're just going to get the smooth sandstone and go over the top like so. So it's gonna go 1, 2, or just go all the way over. And we're gonna line the whole perimeter up of everything. This is going to be the smooth sandstones portion. Now I didn't make it 7 up top, 1 because I kind of messed up, and 2 because we have the chiseled sandstone right below it. So you're gonna have 2 different kinds of layers. I didn't want to have to go through the hassle of telling you guys every time to be like, oh yeah, change to chiseled, and more than likely I would have screwed it up in some way. So this will allow us, 1, to finally get a top onto those glass panes, and we might eventually like change that to where they go even further. But overall, this is going to be the absolute like tallest height of the base of the buildings. They're going to have some differences when it comes to actual like roofing and stuff, but for right now, this is how tall our base is going to be. So I had to speed that up real quick just to make sure I just got through the darkness, and I just wanted to be able to do the next part. Alright guys, what we're going to do now is we're going to get our windowing done with, and let me just delete this because we're creating like a little scenario. What you're going to do now is you're going to get your chiseled sandstone or whatever you're doing, and you're going to get some sandstone slabs, some glass panes, and some spruce wood. Start from this area right here, go all the way up to your 6th one, not your 7th row, and do 1, 2, 3, 4. Where the 4th one is, you're going to go behind it just like so, and get some spruce wood and place it down 1 block above. Then you're going to do that every other one. So 1, 2, place these 2 up here, skip 2, go up, so just like this, skip another 2, go up, skip another 2, go up, and then skip 1 and go up. So overall, it should look something like so. Very simple, very easy process. I'm going to go ahead and put and grain back in this chiseled sandstone real quick. I think I had like a recording error too, so that's the pleasure of that. You're going to actually now go up with the sandstone all the way up to until the first one, or the 7th row up. Make sure it's all facing the same direction, like so. As we move up, we should be good to go, looking like this. Now, we're going to get our sandstone stairs and take out 1 whole area. So as you can see, it looks something like that. Place them upside down like so. Very easy. Go from one end of the block to the other, or one end of the spruce wood to another, and you're just going to keep it in the radius of each one. Sorry guys, I had to set my time to 0. As you can see, should look something like this now. Now let's fill it all in with the glass panes. Just fill it all, these 2 areas. Don't fill in that area right here. Fill in this one. This one's going to be a little bit harder just for the fact that you're going to, the easiest way is to go and attach each, like I'm doing so, is attach it to each block of wood. Should look somewhat like this, and then fill in this last one all the way up top. There you have it guys. Now let's go ahead and fill all this in, the front areas, with chiseled sandstone. So this is how it should look. Fill in each of the areas like so. You have your chiseled sandstone. Now what we're going to do guys is we're going to get into this area right here. This is going to be our main little entrance. So let's go ahead and start this. So it's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the 5th one, you're actually going to place your block. Have this go all the way up to the top just like so, like we've been doing. And then you're going to skip 2. So it's going to look somewhat like this. Going up. Now I'm actually going to connect these just because I can. That's ball smooth right there. And then we're going to go over to this one. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the 4th one this time, we're going to place a block down. So it's going to be a little bit different of dimensions. But overall, it's going to allow for a center area right here to be established. So work it all up and create a little barrier around. What I recommend doing is going down below like I have so. I'm gonna actually do that to these bottom ones as well, so we don't have that like kind of like ugly look. So that's just an adjustment you can make, you don't have to make. Let's fill these all in with our glass panes. Remember, go on the edges. That's the easiest way to fill things in with your panes. Not trying to do it with these precise measurements that they give you. We're going to work on this front area now, and then we're going to get started on just this area, and then we'll pretty much be done with our part 1. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get pillar quartz blocks. So go ahead and pick those up. And now you're going to do is you're skip 1 and then come out like this. So just do that for each side. Skip 1, come out like so. So you have one in between, a layer in between. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to go all the way up with the quartz blocks, all the way up to this, I'd say about the 6th section as of right now. As you can see, they're filled in, but you're going to want to go 2 out from this initial area. Make sure they're all facing in the same direction. That is really kind of vital. As you can see, that's not what it wants to look like. You want it to look just like so. We're going to now get some quartz slabs and a door. So let's get this egg out of here, and then we're going to go ahead and get ourselves a door. Come back here, door. This door is going to meet right here, and it's going to be placed right like so. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fill this area in. So put that's definitely not the right block we're going to use. Put your actual quartz. So we're going to get some actual quartz now. Pick just regular blocks of quartz up. If you have to, I'd recommend just putting these slabs in. We're not going to need them anytime soon. And then fill this in with quartz. So it's going to be somewhat like that. Fill this whole area right here. You're just gonna fill it out just to this area, so it's gonna look somewhat like this. And now what you're gonna do is place a slab right over the top. You're gonna do that you're just gonna keep going up just like so, and you're going to come around so you can fill in this area right here. It's going to look somewhat like that. Now fill in this part with glass panes, but this part is with blocks of quartz. So overall it looks somewhat like this. To finish off this area, what we're going to do is we're going to actually go out from this area right here 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go out 6. It's going to make it a little bit easier. Go out 6 from this alignment of this part of your window. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to go ahead and get some quartz staircases. So go ahead and pick some up. Probably you can put those glass panes back in and then clear the freaking weather. We're going to place our stairs all around the quartz blocks. Make sure though it is the pillar quartz. So as you can see, we have the pillar quartz, not just the regular quartz. Add your staircases around town. And then we're going to bring it up just to the same level. So it's going to be about 6 though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's going to look somewhat like that. We might actually end up deleting it or deleting a certain portion of it, but overall this is going to be the structure of the start of the house. Let's go ahead now and come over here, and we're going to start on windowing that, and then that section, and then we'll be done with the first part of our sections. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get onto this area right here. This is where we're going to window off next. What we're going to do is we're going to take this area right here, go over one, and then go over another. So go over 2 from this little pane, the little area of slabs. Go over 1, 2, add your spruce wood all the way to the top, just like we did with all the other windowings. Go over 1, or go over 2, like this, like so, and then go up to meet it. This is probably the most efficient way, just to do it like so, and fill it in. Now skip 2 and actually go up all the way with this one right here. Go down, go to the side, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to look like so. And you're going to meet this one up. So it's going to be skip 2, go up, skip 3, and then go up again. So far it should look somewhat like that. Now the next one, you're going to skip 2 and come up like so. Come down and then meet this one up just like this. So overall, this is what it should look like. Now let's go ahead and fill in with our panes. Probably need that of whatever we just expended, but overall we should be fine. Fill all of these parts in. Remember, get the edges, it's the easiest part. And then we're going to have a little bit of building skill for this one. As you can see, I don't have any building skill. There we have it. This one you're just going to hit the sides up. Same with this one over here. And it should look like so. Let's go ahead now and fill the tops in with our stairs. So really easy, just fill in the area of this right here with your stairs, and then you're going to fill all this rest in with chiseled sandstone. So fill in the areas that we do not have with your chiseled sandstone, and it should bring off a good little look. As you can see by that, we got to fill in one more area and then we'll be done with it. There you have it right there. We're going to skip these side areas and then we're going to finish off with this one, and we will be done with our first part. This one's fairly easy, guys. We're just going to do one window for this one, not to make it too overwhelmed with windows because we do have 3 right there. We're just going to create one right here. We don't want to have too many. So what you're going to do is from this first area, you're going to skip 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4th one, you're going to go up. Then you're going to skip 2, and the 3rd one, you're going to place a block down and then go up with it as well. Meet the 2 together just like so, just like we've always been doing, and add your glass panes to the sides of each. There you have it. Put the sandstone on top of the area and fill it in with chiseled sandstone. We're going to do one more thing just to add a little bit more of, we can just call it some pizzazz to it. And this will be adding trapdoors to the actual areas. So get yourself some wooden trapdoors. I'd recommend just putting your door in, and then adding the trapdoors is as simple as placing them down like so. Just place them each on just whatever area they're at. I'd recommend just doing 2 on each. A little more is not as good. On these bigger ones, just hit the corners up like so. And on the smaller ones, or the little skinny areas, just hit the 2 up. So you're going to want to double click them. So you place it down and then you basically almost place it again. That's kind of what it's like. That's the concept. Place this down. We're not going to fill any of this in because it's a little more complex than the other ones. So we're just going to treat it like it's a whole new one. This one's actually a corner one. This one isn't one of those ones. This has a lot more, this is a little more complex than all the other areas, but for right now we're just going to keep it like so. So fill everything in and you should be good. Place them down. These ones get this. Oh, that doesn't look good. Now John 9 actually placed his on the sides over here. We might eventually do something like that. I have an idea for it, so it shouldn't be that bad. Here you have it, just like that. And now we're going to get some buttons to finish everything off. So get yourself some regular buttons, not the wooden buttons, the regular ones. Add them to the corners of all these skinny ones. So as you can see, actually this one, we screwed this one up, guys. This one should have been like so. So you're just going to fill 2 buttons in for each. As you can see, that one was too wide, so we had to do it a little bit different. These 2 wide ones are going to have different patterns than the other ones, just to add a little flow to it. So add your buttons to the whatever surrounding rest of the spaces on each window. Let's go to this one over here. This one actually doesn't start like that. We started off wrong, guys. Put these in the corner, add your buttons, and there's how this look is so far. So overall, we have a heck of a house started, guys. It's gonna look really good. Let's go back to our first actual area. I've kind of deconstructed it just a little bit, but this is what you're going to be looking at by the end of it. Hopefully we will have this done in very minimal parts. So I expect maybe 5 parts. This first one is probably the most enduring one, and then we're going to have the walling and roofing, which is going to be quite the episode as well. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching once again, guys. Like this up. Hopefully you enjoyed this new style of tutorials. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Later.